Hello, Aleyse and Beth. I am Latasha from Awards Buzz. Definitely looking forward to speaking with you both today and getting into the nitty-gritty of things.
Hey,
Hi,
Latasha.
So listen, I want to just kick this off by asking, has this project ever been referred to as a funny replica of Scandal, the series that stars Kerry Washington?
No, but that's kind of funny. Like, I think our show, Dean always says this exists 6 feet off the ground, 6 inches off the ground. How am I
Mhm.
gonna quote something that I don't remember what the quote was? That's terrible. But it's a little elevated. So I definitely get that. Like, we're dealing with like the systems that be, the powers that be, the insidiousness and the legality of some of this like moral corruption. And I can definitely see that tip as far as Scandal goes. But we got a little camp, we got some funny, we got some improv, we got some cool characters. So I definitely see it.
It's so much going on. It's like taking down bad guys for the good, the greater cause, the good cause, right?
Yep.
So Beth, I would like to ask, you are working on a project with your love bug, Alec, which is quite interesting, right? Like, what is it like filling those shoes as a character, working and not only working with, but like handling bad business with your boo? Like, what is it?
Well, there's no better partner, first and foremost. We got the best possible partner on the planet. It's so great because their relationship formed out of initially it was this job. They were strangers, and then they were kind of lone wolves. They didn't have anybody. They didn't have anything to lose necessarily. I mean, Hardison has Nana and Brianna, but meaning like they were off and running, right? And so through all the adventure and the danger and the threats of loss as they accumulated, like they became these best friends. And so I think it was really fun for us to watch their relationship evolve naturally, and for them to realize, oh, now I do have something to lose, and because of that I'm going to fight to protect it even harder. And so I think at the end of the day, it's like, in this iteration of the show and where Hardison's journey is taking him, Parker believes in him so much and knows that his impact can be 10x if he goes out on the level he wants to go out into the world with what he can do. And so I don't think she would ever deny that to him, or deny that of him. But now she has to figure out, what does that mean for her and their relationship? And that change is going to make her have to evolve one way or the other. And what will she do without him as the barometer? Because he keeps her,
Yeah.
stable and
Yeah.
gives her a reason to stay stable. So it's like, that partnership is gold, but they also understand that they've got to do what they've got to do, and they want to empower each other.
So thank you for that. You really like dug in deep with that. I appreciate it. I like to have a little bit of fun
Yeah.
when chatting with talent. So do either of you believe in finding real love in the workplace? Like, what are your thoughts around dating one? At least look at your face. So you definitely have to answer first.
I think yes, it is definitely possible. I think, you know, out here it can get a little messy. Our whole point is to be able to fall in love as an actor, be able to fall in love over and over again. You fall in love with different characters that you play, you fall in love with different cast members that you play, you fall in love with different projects, different cities. Like that's the whole point. And also you're vulnerable to falling in love in different projects and stuff like that. But I mean, you got to take your kicks where you can get them, I guess. Other people find spouses on their job too. I can't leave. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, I don't want the full play.
What about you, Beth?
Well, I think it's natural, don't you? It's like you're around these people for 15 hours a day, and you know each other better than anybody else, right? We see each
Yeah.
other at our best, at our worst, at our most tired, our most vulnerable, our most insecure. It's like you see behind the curtain in this job. And I think that's, like Aleyse said, like every job, it's how people meet, it's how they whatever. But I think there's a healthy level of restraint that you must put in place, and if you're not already in a relationship or whatever, it's like, sure, go, you're gonna be human beings, you're gonna have fun and have chemistry. It's like any other job, but it certainly hasn't been my way. I mean, I showed up to this show with a little toddler and was focused on making my life happen, but I love it when those connections happen, when there are little romances that work out. It's meant to be. It's beautiful.
I love that. I love that. Aleyse, I am curious to hear, in what ways has this project and your character aligned with your authentic aspirations and dreams as an actress?
Oh man, I mean, I'm a big put it on paper kind of girl. I told my team, I was like, I want an action film, I want a biopic, and I want a series regular job. And this was my first series regular job. I wanted a series regular job because I wanted to be able to. I went to conservatory, and that's all canons go all the time, and that's definitely what this job is too. And this, I don't think with this type of show that every actor is meant to do this kind of work. I mean, they're meant to do other work, but I was really able to sharpen up skills as a person, just being quick on your feet, being able to pivot, being able to adapt, being able to trust fully. Like all of that applies on this job. And if you can't get that, or you can't work on that every day, that's not what you want to do, then man, you in the wrong spot. Because I mean, we all have to lean on each other so much to get a product that we want to deliver to our beautiful, audience. And yeah, that has helped me out. I got to meet Aldous, who's one of the kindest men on the planet. I mean, all the cast, Noah, Gina, Kane, Bethy is like literally a sister to me. And now that we live in the same city, I'm like, let's get coffee. But yeah, it's aligned perfectly. My confidence as a character grew as well as my confidence as an actor grew. I came in as a person, same place Brianna came in as a character, and I had to ride that journey out.
I like that. And I think, speaking of grabbing coffee and now living in the same neighborhood and somewhat being besties, Beth, what is the one thing that Aleyse brings on set? What is that one amazing quality that stands out amongst all of the other cast members with
Her
Aleyse?
absolute fearlessness. Are you
Oh,
kidding me? She is just fearless with her choices, with her instincts, and when you let her run and don't hold her back, it's so fun. It brings magic to every second you're around her, in scene, it's off camera, on camera, and her ability to just roll with it. Like anything you throw her. I mean, she has had to, when I'm directing, there are times when, like behind the scenes, I've been dealing with tornado shutdowns, lost 4 hours, a medical emergency, someone dropped, like, a lot of that nobody else knows. But when I show up, Aleyse, I have such trust and faith in her. And she has just shown up for me and been like, what do you need, Bethy? Let's go. And it's just like, yes, and always, but you have to have a fearlessness and that's, not everybody has that. And I think it's her superpower.
and I'm tossing it back to you, Aleyse. What is Beth's superpower?
Bethy is Latasha. Bethy is legitimately a rock star. The way she is able to juggle every single ball that's thrown at her as well. She's so creative, so like adaptable, able to pivot. I mean, like she said, she had a tornado, a little medical emergency. I mean, she's losing time on an episode that already needs a whole bunch of time. She has fire trucks, bicycles, live fire on a torch, motorcycles, like a cast of a whole neighborhood coming in. She's on location, the whole thing. And to watch her stand in the middle of a four-way intersection with about 100 people around and be like, we're doing this next, we're knocking this down, and be able to be kind and bright and sunny throughout the whole thing. Truly a joy to watch.
Oh,
I mean,
I love
we
you.
both say yes to each other, Bethy. I mean, there was one time we were on set dying laughing, and it's like, hey, are we about to get on a plane and go to Florida real quick? Because Bethy's a brilliant director and has a project rolling and got into a festival, and that was brilliant. And we got on that plane and went to Florida, did we not?
Yeah, like 4 hours later, left and went to Florida together, hopped in there. Aleyse shines in that project as well, in that film.
I love to hear that. Oh my God, such an emotional interview. Listen, because I know that my time with the both of you is soon coming to a close. what can we expect with season three? Like, what are those things that we absolutely did not get in season one or two that is coming our way this go round that you can share?
I think you're going to see more global international feelings. You're going to see some genre bending stuff, some noir, some horror, some scary things, and some really kick-ass action. I'm really
Okay.
excited about. And the episode I directed with Cedric Yarborough does not disappoint. There's some really fun new cast members coming in this season across the board.
Well, thank the both of you so very much. Such a pleasure. Love the energy. And I will look forward to speaking with you ladies soon or seeing you on another red carpet or another
Very
chat.